Have you ever imagined a future where lithium becomes completely unnecessary for electric cars? A future where the most expensive part of an EV is replaced by a cheaper, safer, and more powerful technology that could transform the entire automotive industry overnight. That future may be closer than most people think. For years, lithium has been the backbone of the electric vehicle revolution. Countries have raced to secure lithium mines, companies have invested billions in battery production, and the entire EV market has become heavily dependent on this single resource. But what if that dependence suddenly disappears? Reports and industry discussions suggest that BYD could be pushing toward a revolutionary battery technology that doesn't rely on lithium in the same way traditional EV batteries do. If successful, this breakthrough could dramatically reduce production costs, make electric vehicles more affordable for millions of people, and completely reshape the global EV market. Could this be the biggest battery revolution in decades? Is BYD about to change the rules of the game? And could this technology become a serious challenge for every major automaker, including Tesla? In today's video, we'll uncover the truth behind BYD's next-generation battery technology, explore how it works, why experts are paying close attention, and whether it really has the potential to change the future of electric vehicles forever. So stay with us until the end, because what you're about to discover could redefine everything you know about EV batteries. No matter whether it's Tesla, BYD, Hyundai, or any other major automaker, one resource plays a crucial role in their electric vehicle success: lithium. Over the past few years, lithium has earned the nickname white gold because of its growing importance. Just as oil once fueled the global economy, lithium has become the driving force behind today's electric vehicle revolution. However, this story has another side that many people overlook. As electric vehicles become more popular across the world, the demand for lithium continues to climb at an incredible pace. Not long ago, lithium was relatively inexpensive, but with the rapid expansion of the EV market, its price has experienced significant fluctuations. During certain periods, costs surged so dramatically that battery production became much more expensive for manufacturers. And the challenge isn't only about rising prices. Extracting lithium is a complex and resource-intensive process. It requires massive mining operations, advanced equipment, and years of development. In several regions, lithium mining consumes enormous amounts of water and raises environmental concerns, making it a controversial topic that often faces public opposition. The supply chain adds another layer of complexity. Australia remains one of the largest producers of lithium, while South America's famous Lithium Triangle holds a substantial share of global reserves. Meanwhile, China leads the world in lithium processing and battery manufacturing. This heavy dependence on a handful of regions means that any disruption, whether political, economic, or logistical, can send shockwaves throughout the entire EV industry. That's exactly why industry experts are paying close attention to the future. With millions of additional electric vehicles expected to hit the roads over the next decade, lithium demand could reach unprecedented levels. This naturally raises a critical question: can the global EV industry rely on a single material forever? Perhaps that's the reason companies like BYD and many other leading manufacturers are actively investing in alternative battery technologies that are more affordable, easier to source, and capable of mass production. After all, the company that develops the next breakthrough battery could define the future of transportation. But if lithium has been so essential, why are some of the world's biggest automotive companies looking beyond it? That brings us to another fascinating question. What is the new battery technology that BYD is reportedly developing? And why do many believe it could operate without relying on lithium? Although the company hasn't officially revealed every detail, Much of the discussion within the battery industry is focused on sodium-ion technology. Many analysts believe this innovation could become one of the biggest game changers in the EV market over the next several years. To understand its potential, let's first look at sodium itself. Sodium is one of the most abundant elements on Earth. It exists in seawater, soil, and numerous natural resources, making it far more accessible than lithium. Unlike lithium, it doesn't depend on limited mining regions or costly extraction projects, which is considered one of its greatest advantages. Interestingly, sodium and lithium share several characteristics. Both elements can store electrical energy and are suitable for battery production. The key difference lies in availability and cost. While lithium reserves are concentrated in specific parts of the world, sodium is widely distributed and easily obtainable almost everywhere. As a result, the raw materials required for sodium-ion batteries are significantly less expensive. This is exactly why many companies see sodium-ion technology as a promising alternative for the future. If battery materials become cheaper, manufacturing costs could decrease substantially. And since the battery represents the single most expensive component of an electric vehicle, lower battery costs could make EVs far more affordable for everyday consumers. BYD has already established itself as one of the world's most advanced battery innovators. Its blade battery technology strengthened the company's position as a leader in battery safety and efficiency. Now, many industry observers believe the company is accelerating development of next-generation battery solutions that could further reduce costs and bring electric mobility within reach of millions more people. Research in this field is progressing rapidly around the world. Scientists continue working to improve energy density, charging speed, lifespan, and overall safety of sodium-ion batteries. Every year brings new breakthroughs and encouraging test results. Although the technology is still evolving, its long-term potential is considered extremely promising. So, just how affordable could these new batteries become? The answer explains why automakers across the globe are investing heavily in lithium-free battery research. Today, one of the biggest reasons electric cars remain expensive is the battery pack itself. In many EVs, the battery accounts for nearly 30 to 40% of the vehicle's total production cost. That means even a modest reduction in battery expenses could significantly lower the final price consumers pay, making electric vehicles more accessible than ever before. One of the biggest challenges facing lithium batteries today is the unstable cost of their raw materials. The prices of lithium, nickel, and other key minerals keep changing over time, making battery production more expensive. As electric vehicle demand continues to grow worldwide, the need for these resources also rises. And whenever demand increases, prices often follow the same trend. These rising costs don't just affect manufacturers. Eventually, they have an impact on customers as well, making electric vehicles more expensive to buy. This is one of the biggest reasons why the industry is searching for better alternatives. A battery that costs less to produce could completely change the EV market. And that's exactly where sodium-ion technology enters the conversation. Unlike lithium, sodium is found in massive quantities across the world. It exists naturally in seawater, soil, and many other resources, making it much easier to obtain. Because of its abundance, the raw material cost of sodium is expected to remain much lower. This advantage has made sodium-ion batteries one of the most promising technologies for the future. If the materials used to build batteries become cheaper, manufacturing costs could also fall significantly. Lower production expenses would allow companies to build affordable battery packs without sacrificing large-scale production. Many experts believe sodium-based batteries could create a more stable supply chain. This would reduce dependence on limited and expensive resources. A stronger supply chain could also make battery manufacturing faster and more efficient. Instead of relying on a few regions for critical materials, companies would have greater flexibility in sourcing raw materials. This could improve production capacity around the world. In the long run, both manufacturers and customers stand to benefit. The biggest advantage would be seen by consumers. Today, many buyers postpone purchasing an electric vehicle because of its high price. If battery costs decrease, the final cost of EVs could also become much lower. That would make electric vehicles accessible to millions of middle-class families and people living in smaller towns and cities. But lower prices alone are not enough to convince buyers. Whenever a new battery technology is introduced, people immediately ask about its driving range. For most EV owners, range remains one of the most important factors before making a purchase. A cheaper battery must also deliver practical, everyday performance. This is why sodium-ion technology is constantly being compared with lithium batteries. The biggest topic in this comparison is energy density. In simple words, energy density refers to how much energy a battery can store based on its size and weight. Higher energy density generally means longer driving range. At present, lithium batteries continue to lead in this area. Their high energy density is one of the reasons why they are widely used in long-range electric vehicles. Current research suggests that sodium-ion batteries may store slightly less energy within the same physical size. As a result, their range could be somewhat lower. However, that limitation may not matter for everyone. Most people use their vehicles for daily commuting, office travel, shopping, or city driving. In these situations, extremely long driving range is often unnecessary. For urban transportation, sodium-ion batteries could provide more than enough performance. Charging speed is another important factor under development. Scientists and engineers are working continuously to make next-generation batteries charge faster while remaining practical for everyday users. Faster charging would improve convenience and reduce waiting times. Every year, new advancements bring battery technology closer to that goal. Weather conditions also influence battery performance. Extremely hot summers or freezing winters can reduce battery efficiency and capacity. Because of this, researchers are focusing heavily on improving temperature management systems. The goal is to develop batteries that perform reliably in different climates around the world. Battery lifespan is equally important for long-term ownership. A battery that continues performing well after thousands of charging cycles offers greater value and lower replacement costs. Experts believe sodium-based batteries will continue improving as research progresses. Future versions may deliver better range, durability, and overall performance. Now comes another major concern that every EV buyer thinks about: safety. After price and range, safety is often the biggest question surrounding electric vehicles. Although EV fires are relatively uncommon, reports from different parts of the world naturally raise public concern. As a result, battery safety remains a top priority for manufacturers. One of the most discussed terms in battery safety is thermal runaway. This happens when the internal temperature of a battery starts increasing rapidly and continues rising uncontrollably. If not stopped in time, it can result in smoke, fire, or severe battery damage. Preventing this situation is one of the industry's biggest engineering challenges. Lithium batteries have proven themselves through years of successful use, but they require advanced cooling systems and battery management technology to remain safe. Modern electric vehicles constantly monitor battery temperature during operation. These systems help prevent overheating and improve overall reliability. Safety technology has become just as important as battery performance. Some experts believe sodium-ion batteries may offer better thermal stability under certain conditions. If a battery remains more stable at high temperatures, it could reduce the risk of overheating. This makes sodium-ion technology particularly interesting from a safety perspective. However, extensive testing is still necessary before widespread adoption. Battery protection during accidents is another critical aspect of EV design. Manufacturers invest heavily in creating battery packs that can withstand strong impacts during collisions. Strong structural protection helps improve passenger safety while reducing battery damage. Crash resistance remains an important part of next-generation battery development. BYD has already earned a strong reputation for focusing on battery safety. Its blade battery technology has received worldwide recognition for its durability and excellent safety performance. Because of this history, many industry observers expect that any future lithium-free battery from BYD will continue to prioritize safety above everything else. That commitment could become one of its biggest strengths. If BYD successfully develops a battery that works without lithium while remaining affordable and efficient, the impact could extend far beyond the company itself. Such a breakthrough would have the potential to reshape the entire electric vehicle industry. Competition in the EV market is already fiercer than ever before. Every major manufacturer is racing to deliver better technology at lower prices. Let's begin with Tesla. Tesla has spent years investing billions of dollars into battery innovation, constantly improving efficiency and reducing production costs. However, if a new battery technology suddenly makes EVs significantly cheaper to build, Tesla may need to rethink its future strategy. In today's market, pricing can influence buying decisions just as much as performance. Ignoring that reality would be difficult for any automaker. Then there is CATL, one of the world's biggest battery manufacturers. The company is also actively researching sodium-ion batteries and several other next-generation technologies. As both BYD and CATL push toward the same goal, competition between them could become even more intense. Their rivalry is about much more than battery sales. In reality, this is no longer simply a competition between car companies. It has become a global race to develop the technology that will power the future. The first company to create a battery that is affordable, dependable, and safe could secure a massive advantage over its competitors. That is why research and development investments continue reaching record levels. If this new battery technology proves successful, price competition across the EV industry could become even stronger. Manufacturers may be able to launch vehicles at much lower prices while offering customers greater value. Brands that continue relying on more expensive battery systems could face increasing pressure. The entire competitive landscape could shift. The battle for market leadership may become more challenging than ever before. Today, Tesla, BYD, CATL, and several other global companies are fighting to strengthen their position in the EV sector. But technological breakthroughs have a way of changing industry leaders overnight. The company that adapts the fastest could ultimately take the lead. Now let's look at BYD's larger vision. If we examine the company's long-term strategy carefully, it becomes clear that BYD's ambition goes far beyond manufacturing electric cars. The company is building an integrated ecosystem where batteries, energy storage, and transportation work together. This explains why it continues investing heavily in innovative battery technologies and lower-cost solutions. One of BYD's biggest objectives is to make electric vehicles affordable for everyone. Even today, millions of potential buyers around the world cannot purchase an EV simply because of its high price. If battery costs can be reduced, BYD could introduce more budget-friendly models into the market. That would allow ordinary families to switch to electric mobility more easily. But the company's ambitions don't stop with automobiles. BYD has already established itself as one of the largest battery manufacturers on the planet. Every year, it produces millions of battery cells while continuously expanding its manufacturing capacity. Because of this rapid growth, many analysts now view BYD not only as a vehicle manufacturer, but also as one of the world's leading battery technology giants. The company is also placing enormous focus on the energy storage sector. In the future, batteries won't be needed only for cars. Homes, factories, renewable energy projects, and national power grids will all require reliable energy storage systems. BYD aims to become a major player in this rapidly expanding industry. Emerging markets form another key part of its long-term strategy. Across Asia, Africa, and South America, millions of consumers are entering the electric vehicle market for the first time. If BYD can deliver dependable technology at affordable prices, it could strengthen its presence across these fast-growing regions. This would significantly expand the company's global influence. So, do you think BYD's next-generation battery could change the future of the EV industry and challenge companies like Tesla? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting updates on the future of technology and electric vehicles.